The Green Bay Packers are on the road for Sunday Night Football in Philadelphia, facing an Eagles squad back to fly, Eagles flying.
Hurts will run, takes it in, touchdown! Nothing in front of him except the end zone.
Jalen Hurts may have won the game on that run, but it's Philadelphia's defense that held things down long enough for him to do that. And it's Philadelphia's defense that should lead the way in this preview.
Ryan gets rid of it in a hurry, and that ball is broken up.
Aaron Rodgers and company lined up against a Philadelphia D holding teams under 20 points a game. The driving force behind that, plenty of takeaways, first in the league.
A swarm around it, bodies flying towards the football, and the Eagles claim they've got it.
Eagles defense facing a lackluster Green Bay offense. They were held under 20 points again last week. That's 3 times that's happened in the last 4 games.
Rodgers dancing at the goal line, back into the end zone, has to get out of there.
The Cheeseheads only have 4 wins. What sticks out about that quartet of games, 199 plus rushing yards in 3 of the 4.
Touchdown, Aaron Jones!
In all of their losses save 1, they ran for less than 115 yards total, including last week. Aaron Jones, a fat 5.4 yards per carry for the year, just 3.3 last week.
To the ground, Jones outside, but the Titans are right there and gang tackle him.
The Eagles just loaded up to be able to play the run better. Guess it worked. They faced Jonathan Taylor. He did score on them, but they held him to 3.8 yards a carry on his 22 tries.
Taylor cannot break away. It's a loss on the play.
If Jones can't lead the way against Philadelphia, then Aaron Rodgers and the Pack passing offense have to do some damage against one of the best secondaries in the game. James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox, Darius Slay, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, starting Eagles DBs, none with a rating allowed over 80.
Ryan loads it up. Catch. Paris Campbell, and it's broken up.
Philadelphia held Matt Ryan to a sub-90 rating last week, under 7 yards per attempt. Now they take on Rodgers and company. Their passing attack has that meddling feel to it. Last week, symbolic of their 2022. Couple TDs, mid-90s rating, no INTs.
And Rodgers will throw to the back of the end zone and be caught there by Watson for the touchdown.
But just 5.8 yards per attempt, only 2 passes that went for 20-plus yards. The explosiveness they exhibited in their big win over Dallas was no more. They need to find it to be effective against Philadelphia.
Short pass again, and that's caught here by Allen Lazard.
Who does Philly stick on Christian Watson? 2 more touchdowns last week, 5 now in his last 2 games.
Holds on to it, throws, touchdown, Watson!
He wasn't the most targeted pass catcher versus Tennessee, though. Allen Lazard was, but Rodgers only connected with him 5 times on 11 tries. That's rough.
Everything just the way Aaron Rodgers would like. The ball's just a little high.
Then there's Randall Cobb, who came back from injury and put up 73 yards, caught all 6 of his targets.
Over the middle, open, making the grab to the 40-yard line goes Randall Cobb.
Eagles offense now. They did enough to beat the Colts, but 17 points in Week 11, only 21 in Week 10. Not great for a team that's top 5 on the year. The culprit, turnovers. 4 in that loss to Washington, 2 more last week in their win.
He coughs it up, and the Colts pounce on it.
Philadelphia still a run-dominant team, 33 carries last week versus 25 passes. Jalen Hurts led the way, 16 attempts, 86 yards, 5.4 a carry, and a touchdown, but that's the first time he had more than 30 rushing yards in a game in 5 games.
This is a quarterback keeper for Hurts, who's dangerous with his legs.
Miles Sanders comes in a little cold, having been held to 3.6 a run versus Indianapolis. Packers haven't played the run great this season, but they do come in off their best showing, held Derrick Henry to 3.1 yards per carry, and didn't allow him a single 10-plus yard run.
Give it to Henry, and they're going to stop him.
Hurts is taking on a shook-up Green Bay secondary. Their last showing, they gave up 333 yards to Ryan Tannehill, a 127.3 rating. He's not usually known for those kind of yards.
Look at the eyes. Move that safety. Come back. Put the ball out in front. Take care of the ball. Protect it.
Eagles' passing attack is a wide receiver show. Devontae Smith finally had a good yardage game in Week 11. Got to 78 at least.
This ball's out of his hand. Boom. And now look, Devontae Smith just starting to make his turn back.
A.J. Brown drew Stephon Gilmore. 5 catches, 60 yards. Not bad with that kind of dude on him for most of those snaps.
Play action. Hurts has the time, and he delivers perfect. Perfectly thrown to A.J. Brown.
He will likely draw plenty of Jair Alexander then. Good year continues for that guy, holding quarterbacks to a 70.4 rating.
Four-man rush. Prescott over the middle. Incomplete. Alexander, great coverage on CeeDee Lamb.
There's more to chop up, I'm sure. I leave that to you. Chop it up and throw it in the comments section so I have something to read this week. Scores now.